Empower Nation. Welcome back to another podcast, Empower Her Money. I am your host, Angela Duncan. I am excited today. I have Sam with me. She's joining, and she is an amazing money mindset coach. And we're going to talk today about a couple of tips that you can take back and implement in your business right away. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you so much, Angela. I'm so honored to be a part of your fabulous podcast and to speak to your amazing audience. Thank you for giving me this amazing opportunity.
Yes. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your story and your journey, kind of where you started and how you got to be a money mindset coach and perhaps some other things that you're working on today.
Oh, thank you. So I, just like everyone else, and most people around me, when I was a child, I saw a lot of things what my parents were doing and things happening in the environment. And I observed a lot of money stories. My parents, they come from very different economic background. My mom comes from a very well-to-do family, and my dad comes from more of a working class family. So they, even though they have a touchwood, a very happy marriage, there was always this tension about money. So I grew up thinking that money means tension, and money, if you have money, means your love life would be disrupted because you fight with your other half if you have money. And those stories which I grew up with thinking about money, they really impacted me, especially when I was in my corporate career or how I was relating to money in my everyday life. And I started doing all these mindset work to change all the beliefs I had about money. And I saw such a good change in my financial reality after that. And money mindset is something you do all your life. It's like going to gym. Like you don't go to gym when you reach a certain weight and then you stop. You then still go to gym to maintain that weight. And so I still do that work every day. But then I realized that there's so many women who are struggling with these money blocks. For example, if you see in corporate field also, men and women do the same job, but women often get paid less for doing the same job. Or
Right.
if in the entertainment industry, there's so much difference in what a lead actress would get paid and what a lead actor would get paid for doing the same movie or a same TV series. And I really wanted to help women get get over these money blocks and limiting beliefs to so that they can reach their full financial potential. And I went and I got certified, and that's how I became a money mindset coach. And I'm something I passionately believe in to help women reach their full financial potential.
Yeah, so that's awesome. We're on a similar journey to empower women, to teach women about money and finance, taking control of their finance. So I love hearing a different perspective. That's awesome. So when you're working with a new client, for example, what are some tips that you can provide to the audience so that they can take that back and maybe implement it right away and help them be more successful and think differently about money?
So there are three tips I can give you, three processes which will help you immensely. The first is to find out what money story or what beliefs you have about money. And the best way to do it is you get up first thing in morning and you take a A4 paper and start writing money is. And there's no right or wrong answer. Don't censor yourself. You don't need to show anyone. Just write whatever comes in your brain. Write at least two sides and then go through it. And you will find out that there would be one or two a very prominent themes which
Mm.
are coming out of it. For example, it may be that money is hard to get by. And once you find those themes, maybe try to find a two to three, turn them into an empowering belief. So if your belief is money is hard to get by, turn it into something empowering like money comes easily to me or money is all around me. It's very personal. What appeals most to you? And once you have decided on your belief, get what I call is a evidence journal. It can be on your phone, like a notepad, like your phone notes, or you can actually, if you are someone who likes writing, you can actually get a notepad and write the belief that money comes very easily to me. And every day, look for at least three pieces of evidence to support this belief. And they don't have to be evidence for anyone else,
Mm.
but just for you. It's something which speaks to you. So it can be, oh, I got a 50p discount on my shampoo. Oh, I got a free coffee. Oh, I got someone gave me a gift. But write three things every day in support of this belief. And do this for 30 days and see how your belief changes. Because our belief determine our actions, and our action that
Yeah.
determines our reality. And
Mm.
if we change the beliefs, we basically, change the whole narration of how we are living our life. So that's a very powerful tip. And there's
Mm.
one more exercise I often tell my clients. A lot of money sabotages that we have, they're because of a past trauma. So again, take get a paper, or you can do it on your laptop. Start writing since you were a child every memory you have about money, which still triggers a strong emotion in you. And make the whole list from since your first memory to what you are now. It can be the smallest of things, like when you paid for something and you didn't get it, or your pocket money was taken from you. Once you have the list, start going through the list, look at each exercise, each activity in the list, and then remember what happened, and then forgive it and release it. You can do this exercise. This is a very famous Hawaiian technique. You can say that, uh, I forgive you, thank you, I'm sorry, I love you. And then once you get a sense of relief, strike it out. Some things you will be able to strike out in first go. Some things you'll have to come back again and again if it's a very deeply ingrained memory. But this is such a powerful exercise. Do it for 30 days and keep adding to that list. It opens so many channels because often we are holding all this trauma related to money. And even though we are not realizing it, because of this trauma, we are actually, even though we are taking all the actions, we are stopping money from coming in our life because of the negative memories which we have about money.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And I remember I have a childhood memory, and I like that you're kind of talking to that childhood person. Um, I was maybe in sixth grade, and the ice cream shop, I really wanted ice cream. And my mom says, I don't have money for that. So me and my friend, we would actually go to the shopping plaza where the ice cream was sold, and we would go through like the trash receptacles right outside of the store, and we would recycle like plastic. It was in California, so they had these machines where you could put plastic and glass and get money from it. So we would do that long enough to be able to get the ice cream. And I was embarrassed at the time, but now that I look back at it, it's, that was my way of creating my own path of getting that ice cream in a different way instead of just accepting that no answer. So it's not something to be embarrassed about, but proud that I was able to figure out another way. So I can definitely see me talking to that younger version of me saying, good job, instead of, don't be embarrassed about it. So I like that. I like that analogy and be able to think about it that way.
Yeah. And I'm so proud of the little girl you were.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. So talk about what you're doing now with your clients. What is kind of like someone that you feel like you could help? Where are they at in their life? Like, what does your ideal client look like?
So my ideal client are basically women coaches or women business owners who are trying to break through to that next level of income. And they are doing everything that they can. They're using all the strategies, they are taking all the inspired action, but it's just not happening. And one of the reasons might be because of the money blocks and the money sabotages that they have. That's what often happens when we are taking a lot of actions, but it's something is still not happening. It means we are in some way stopping the return to come to us, or we are sabotaging it in our own way. And it can be a lot of things. It can be fear of success, fear of money, uh, or some trauma related to money, or feeling of unworthiness. Because remember, our net worth always equals our self worth. They're equally connected. And I help women like this transform their relationship with money so that they can break through to that next level of income. We all have an inner money blueprint, and our inner money blueprint gets stuck at a level. So let's say if my blueprint is this, that I will earn £5,000 every month, I'll easily be able to make that money regardless of what I do. But if I'm trying to break through the higher level, I'll have to do that inner work. And so
Mhm.
every time you're trying to reach that inner level, you would find inner blocks and inner sabotages, and you have to do that work on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Those are some really great tips and things that people could immediately implement in their life, and kind of thinking about that. So, really appreciate the exercises. I do have a fun question for you. If you could have a super talent or superpower, what would that be? And kind of tell us a little bit why you chose that.
So my superpower would be, I would love to speak to animals. I would love to become an animal communicator. I am an avid animal lover, and I love especially dogs, and I love horses. I'm a very avid equestrian, and I still speak to them, but it's a one-sided conversation. And I assume that they are telling me something back. But I would love to be able to have a proper conversation with them. I'm so glad you asked this, Angela, because uh, today I was actually Googling animal communicator courses. I mean, there are some actually really good ones in California, in case you're interested.
Gotcha. I do find it interesting that someone who coaches someone would love to be able to communicate with an animal as well. So that's a good superpower. That would be a lot of fun too. Awesome. Sam, I appreciate your time today. If our audience wants to get in touch with you, hire you as a coach, or have questions about money mindset, what is the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach me would be to email me at samira@samirasinghcoach.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at in.her.successful.shoes, which is the name of my business. And I would be delighted to speak to you. Also, you can take this free assessment, which Angela also took, to find your money personality, which is on my Instagram page or on my Facebook profile. And that will tell you what your money personality is and what are your superpowers.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate your time today, Sam. Hopefully the audience enjoyed those tips. There are definitely things that you can do and implement today to help you get past whatever blockage you might have around money. But if you need more help and want to take that assessment and perhaps get some coaching to help you get past that block, definitely reach out to Sam. And I appreciate your time today, Sam.
Thank you, Angela. I was very privileged and honored to be a part of your amazing podcast.
Thank you. Until next episode, this was Empower Her Money podcast with your host. I am Angela Duncan.